Hey, Nick, it's Friday, so you know what that means. We're in our Southern Union State Community College kitchen. Things are busy in the kitchen this morning. We have Lane Holly from the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, along with actors Pete and Oriana. Thank you all so much for joining us. Lane, we are making a special dish or dishes. What are we making today?
We are making potato latkes with sour cream and applesauce, and we're also making a pickled beet salad with goat cheese.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Indeed. I will let Oriana and Pete tell you a little bit about what's going on with our production of Dear Jack, Dear Louise, and why we've chosen these dishes.
Talk about these dishes and how they tie into the production.
Absolutely. So Dear Jack, Dear Louise is a love story, and it's actually based off of the playwright's real-life parents.
Okay.
So it's very, very sweet. And these two people meet from their fathers, who are tailors in Russia, who then come to America. And so they kind of knew each other already, and they try to set up their kids to fall in love. And then we write letters. That's how we meet. We don't meet in person. We write letters, and we court each other through letters and come on by and see what else happens.
Yeah, it's just a two-person play, and it's letters written back and forth. It's set during World War II, so my character is a doctor who's in the Army who eventually ends up going to Europe, and Oriana's character is an actress who's living in New York and trying to make her big break on Broadway at the same time.
Yes.
So you get kind of a little flavor of both of those worlds, World War II and also Broadway at that time as well.
Yeah.
And speaking of flavors, we're going to show off some of those flavors.
That's
here
right.
in the kitchen. What role does food and cooking play into the story?
Oh yeah, we talk about, at one point in the play, I meet his parents and we make strudel together, and I try borscht with sour cream, and we kind of bond over the fact that I'm falling in love with him through the food that he enjoys. Yeah, completely.
And then for my character, he relays a story about one of the past girlfriends that he had where one of his aunts...
Now, why would he do that?
Great move.
I know.
Great
Exactly,
move, Pete.
exactly. He's warning one of his aunts not to give his current girlfriend or person that he's interested in a cooking test like they did last time.
Oh,
so
no.
they took her into the kitchen and forced her to make something to test her cooking abilities.
Yeah.
So.
And she failed.
Of course.
So I wanted to show folks, just so once you've grated your potatoes and onions, you squeeze them out on a cloth and you get quite a lot of liquid. So it's a little bit of an upper body workout. And then you want to move quickly, because once you cut potatoes, you don't want them to turn that unappealing gray color. And then we are just going to mix these in a bowl with our dry ingredients. That's the flour and the baking powder and the salt and pepper. And then we're going to throw in our eggs, and we're just going to break these up a little bit and throw those in, and then we're going to massage in. It's a little bit of messy work, so I'm going to use my gloves.
Lane is doing a lot of work in the kitchen this morning. They're talking about one production this morning. Lane, what else do y'all have going on at ASF right now?
Our Fall Academy of Classes begins next week, and there's still time to register. Acting classes for youth and adults. Chauncey Thomas, if you remember, he was our Ghost of Christmas Present.
Yes.
And he was such a present,
Yes.
such a gift on the stage. And he will be teaching one of those classes. And then we have a musical dance camp. And then later on, we're going to have a day of play for very young folks, like starting at 5 years old. The Pied Pipers from Troy University are going to come and help us out with that. So those start Monday, and you can find all about the show and about these classes at asf.net or call the box office.
How did summer go? I know y'all had a lot going on this summer.
Listen, so we had our summer camps, which were outrageously fun and packed this summer.
Oh, great.
And then we concluded our season with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yes,
which
that was amazing.
And so we've just been having a blast, and now we're headed into this next season. This is the first show of our new season. This is our 53rd season here in Alabama at Alabama Shakespeare Festival, and we're delighted to have Oriana and Pete back, because you guys have been in previous productions, so folks will have seen them. So we're glad to have them back for this.
A great way to kick off the season. I feel like I need a fan for Lane. Because she is working over here massaging.
So hard.
Massaging the potatoes. We'll check back in with you. You said this is Jewish comfort food.
That's right, Jewish comfort
that we are
food.
making. So we'll check back in with Lane. I think she's going to pass the cooking test. I think she is.